Hey, 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 welcome, welcome. Really super excited you all are here. Go ahead and come in. And by the way, as you're coming in, do not hesitate to let me know where you all are tuning in from across the world, across the country. Obviously, I'm here in the US. Many of you all here in the Florida area. I'm in Tampa Bay area right now. I'm just gathering my notes because I'm super elated. Listen, y'all. We're going to be together for the next about 45 minutes to an hour, give or take. And I must tell you, I am really elated. You know, you've taken time out of your day, your evening, your afternoon to spend some time with me. You made a decision, you gave yourself permission and grace to, number one, learn about and allowing me to be your coach to teach you on the 4 tips, 4 keys, 4 secrets, however you want to unfold this, of how to secure your dream job. I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Hey, Stephanie. Hi there, Joe. Okay, Reggie, you're here from Wesley Chapel. I have Jesse. Hey, Jesse. Oh, my goodness. Good to see you. All right, you're in South Tampa, Jacksonville, Florida. Welcome, Miami. Marie. Hey, my sister from another mister. Yes, that's my home rocking town. Actually, I was actually there not too long ago. I was there last weekend. So try to make it my best to come every now and again. Super excited to always come home. It brings me so much memories, and going through the old neighborhoods where we grew up and all of that is definitely exciting. Welcome. Yes, everyone. Thanks so much for dropping in. I'm just going to go ahead and just dive on in because you're ready. Obviously you are, because you're here. You're ready to unfold and grab your pen and paper, grab your favorite beverage, because I know every now and again I do get a bit parched. So let's go ahead and have some fun. Let's enjoy this full, impactful time together where you and I will be able to let some truth, let some hair out, kick off your shoes. Yes. So let's go ahead and do so, because I'm really elated for you to walk away with some quick impact, fully transformed, fully becoming oneness with you. And let's be present. I want you to be very present, very aware. Can you all agree? Can you put in the hashtag yes? Big yes. Give me a big yes that you're ready to, number one, not only that we live in a very changing time. It's always changing. The world that we live in, can you at least agree? Thank you, Jeffrey, for agreeing with me. You know, it's always changing, it's ever evolving. You, my friend, is forever evolving. Yes? You know, you come here because, number one, you've either done, more than likely, try to do this on your own, increasing your visibility, not sure what this rah-rah is about when it comes to LinkedIn, increasing your visibility on LinkedIn, and what is the urgency on making sure that my resume is aligning with the ATS? Is it a smart resume? You know, who really cares, right? Who really cares? Well, my friend, you do. The fact that you are here lets me know that you care. The fact that I believe that you're looking to be that change maker. I believe that you're here because you're wanting to have the desire of breakthroughs. You hold the key, believe it or not, you do hold the key of that miracle of unlocking and activating, giving yourself permission to change the rules a little bit. What was given to you by default versus by design. So who's ready to go ahead and grab their pen and paper so we can start creating our own picture, our own image, our own new way of living in the now and being present. So I want you to be in a space where you're fully getting all this unpacked full information, value, tips. I'm telling you, these secrets, you're not going to want to miss it. You want to close the door, go ahead and start texting your besties, your partners, your children, that y'all, mom is on a mission to get noticed, get hired, get my ideal job so I can double, if not triple, my salary. If that is you, go ahead and put big yes in the chat room. All right. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, thank you so much for the love. I really appreciate you on that. Yes. So the 4 tips to secure your dream job, even if you don't have enough experience. The truth be told is you'll walk away knowing what I'm going to unfold as far as a 3-part framework. I'm going to talk about it throughout the whole time. And obviously we're going to present a program at the end. So just be aware of that. Yeah, there's going to be a program. Obviously that's what you're here because you're looking to get the guidance, the support that you're needing. And for that matter, I want you to also take the time I want to hear from each and every one of you all as to when did you get started in your career? I wasn't always a full-time entrepreneur. When did you decide that okay, thanks, Sarah. So wow, you back in 2019, so about 4 years or so, give or take. Okay, Reggie, since 2020. And congratulations. Oh my gosh, thanks, Missy, for sharing that you just started your career. Wow. Oh my gosh, you're bringing me memories on how I started my career. And whoo, I can just tell you all, listen to yourself today. Let your future self talk to you all the time. Build a relationship with your highest version of you. Because my friends, you cannot do this alone. All right, welcome. Oh my gosh, 16 years for you, Joy. Congratulations. I'm pretty sure you've learned and unfolded quite a bit in the life cycle of your career. Excellent. So let's go ahead and move forward and move into why each and every one of you all are here for. Are you excited? Because I am. I'm ready for you to turn this notch a little bit more hotter and more warmer. Let's go ahead and enjoy the sensational of this roller coaster ride. You with me? I'm glad you are here with me. So who's ready? Yes. To craft their marketing resume profile the smart way online. I remember when I started with LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn, I've actually been on there for over a decade. And although only been successful within my business for the past 3 years, but before I even go into that, I leveraged LinkedIn, and LinkedIn has been around before Facebook, believe it or not. How many of you all known that? Go ahead, know this. Go ahead and put number 1 in the chat room. Let me know if you're underutilizing LinkedIn and not sure how to really represent yourself in a such sought after authority figure way. You're wanting to be able to take and craft your resume. And we're going to talk about these 4 key tips that you're going to walk away and unleashing the secrets behind them so you can be at ease and actually go and apply and implement ASAP and getting the results that you obviously are here to come and get. So I have these 2 pictures here because I want to be able to share with you and press upon you that what's going to be considered more tangible and what's going to be intangible for you when it comes to your journey on landing your next opportunity. So as you know, we are in a changing time still, where many of you all may love and enjoy, because I want you to be able to first say, may love and enjoy working remotely or working hybrid or perhaps working, full-time in the office. So in the first, let me know where you all are at. I have on my left-hand side, where you're obviously in the office, you're with your peers, your team members, maybe your manager, your boss, whomever, and you all are clicking and rocking and rolling, right? Whereas you have on the right-hand side, you're working from home, maybe perhaps in the kitchen, or you're working from anywhere. You might be at a coffee shop, but this is what you enjoy doing. Let me know which one resonates with you the most. 1 being on the left, 2 being on the right. Oh, wow, there's a lot of 2s coming in, yes. Or even maybe both, a mixture of both. You can add 3. Let's add some sprinkles in there. 3s. Okay, great. Thanks, Stephanie. All right, Jamara. Okay, I hope I said your name right. Awesome. So there's a lot of 2s. Oh, wow. Want to work from anywhere. Having that financial ability of your schedule is always sweet. And by the way, we'll unfold even more. There's over millions and millions of opportunities, and a lot of employers and organizations are embracing, in fact, this new way of conducting and growing their team online in this digital space. Who would have thought this? Who did you all come on? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of our ancestors pretty much rolling in the grave right now because of the phenomenal turnaround and impact that has been changing in our day and time. All right, so this was cool. All right, so moving along here. Now, who's ready? Who's ready to attract their ideal jobs online? I know I was, because, as a former senior HR professional, we all know that it takes a lot of just, mental and being able to conduct, right, Lisa, being able to just position yourself in your brand so that you can be able to attract your ideal jobs. But your question is, are you ready? Are you ready to lower or even eliminate the noise and distraction? Who in here is a Matrix movie diehard fan? Do not leave me by myself. Thanks, Terry. All right, Tiffany, good. Jesse. Okay, so I know that I'm not alone. The reason why I'm getting at is he, Keanu Reeves, he was on a mission. And no matter how many agents was saturating his path as he was getting to his end goal, his mission, what the Opal was able to address to him, that he can do pretty much all things and all things are possible as long as he is in awareness and he's in oneness and he's in alignment with getting to his mission. Are you in alignment with getting into your next high-end ideal dream job online? The question is, don't look outside of the fact that, oh my gosh, the market is so saturated. People are now aware and they're awakened and there's so many opportunities out there, but I'm so happily just keep getting overlooked, underseen. What is going on? What am I doing wrong? I know I have the skill sets. I know I have the abilities. I know I'm a hard worker, all of that, yes? So I'm glad you are asking, because here's what we're gonna basically roll out in the red carpet within the next 30 minutes. My goal for this training, as I mentioned to you earlier, to show you how to attract your ideal jobs without having, again, having an expensive higher education. How many of you don't even have any education? Let's be honest, it's okay, this is a safe space. How many of you all don't even have that? Or you maybe perhaps was thinking of wanting to at least get your bachelor's. Yeah, thanks, Stephen, for being honest. Yes, but you have about 16 years, wow, of works. Okay, that's amazing. Do you know that many of your peers, your high performers, fear of not getting qualified because of the lack of education or many years of experience? So my goal for you is I'm going to show you how to attract that, how to attract the ideal jobs without having any of this. The many years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, it doesn't matter. Certifications, or even in fact, a huge network. You don't need all that, my friend. You don't. And I'm elated to share with you why you don't need it. You're going to understand, again, what my 3-part framework really defines, what it really lays out, and how to fully incorporate it, implement it, and start flying right off the gate and getting multiple job interviews booked on your calendar. Okay? Is this resonating with any of you all? Go ahead and put a big old yes inside the chat room. Oh my gosh, because that really soothes my soul to see that you all are excited just as well as I am. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Sarah. I really appreciate you all for just showing the love and knowing that you are excited. Oh, I get it. Trust me, Jeff, I get it. As far as the frustration of thinking that you need to have all those multiple accolades behind your name. You really don't. We're going to talk about how to power position yourself in a professional and a very holistic way and being creative at the same time. So what's your commitment to our session together? Do you promise to take action? Number one, promise to not just take the information. You and I know we're probably great at being a turtle of taking in all the information, slow selling, and not really taking action, not applying the action, but consuming all of this valuable information. And as to what? To turn around the next day and do nothing? The train stop is here. Do you promise to trust the process? Do you promise to trust yourself? Number one, the moment you decide to be able to trust yourself fully in alignment, you'll be able to draw and attract that as well. Do you promise? Number three, do you promise to put your fears to the side? Yes, we do need them at times because that's what helps build momentum to want to get away from certain things or want to be able to activate and move forward in completing those projects, because now you're running and you're seeing that it's 3 months in and you have about a few weeks left before the deadline, right? So this is the time right now that you want to go ahead and activate your miracle, my friend. Go ahead and pick up the pen and create your story, your divine true moment. Yes? All right. Thank you so much, Stephanie. That really means a lot. Yes, this trusting the process and saying that you trust in me as your career success strategist. I appreciate you. I do have a couple of my clients here, so welcome you all. All right, so you're probably wondering, what is Ruth showing here on the screen right now when it comes to these 2 digits? Well, I'm happy you asked. The first one, because I gotta tell you my story. My story, when it comes to as far as how did I even land in my ideal job, and how did that come from? So the first number that you see, just to give you some backstory, is my salary as a corporate HR. I had under 5 years of experience. I would say this was back in 2000, and my daughter is now, 9 years old. She just turned 9. So almost a decade ago. Yes. So every now and again, I still feel a bit emotional about it. I was definitely at an epiphany moment. She had been my youngest had to been at least 4 years old. I was in corporate HR. I love what I did. I love it, really did. Although I came from, being a former staff accountant, but that's a whole different tea party. So when this opportunity was presented to me by one of my leaders, and I took the leap of faith and went ahead and applied and got the opportunity to become part of the HR team. And I fell in love with it. But I came to realization that although I had the education, the bubbly attitude, the charisma, the tenacity, and the ability to do the work, I was being under-rewarded. I was so frustrated. I was telling, my spouse at the time that I want a growing family. I want to be able to do things, give myself permission to do things and, go to the spa day, go on girls' retreats, or go shopping for my daughter at the time when she was so young. And you know how it's so cute to go into Target lanes and be able to pick those nice, cute little outfits, but not worrying about the tag. How can $37,642 do that for you? I too had to understand and come to realization, yes, that I had to invest in me. I invested in a transformational coach, Danny Johnson, who is now retired. Hands down, I flew to Texas. I told my husband, I'm going to go ahead and just take out the savings. At that point, I was frustrated. I was like watching my peers trailblaze right out the gate with not enough experience. Right out of grad school, or undergrad. Some didn't even have a graduate degree or a bachelor's degree. I at the time had a master's, making $37K. Yeah. How many of you all can relate to my story? That you are not getting your full reward of what you give. You're probably doing your boss's job, your peers, your co-workers, everybody underneath the sun. Yes, Tiffany, I know exactly what you mean. It is beyond frustrated. So what I did, like I said, I invested in a transformation coach. I went on a 3-day live workshop. Oh my gosh. We were at the hotel, got there about 5 o'clock in the morning, me and a really great peer who lives in Ohio. I was still at Florida. We met and in our stomping ground, and we slept right by the double doors. At 5 o'clock in the morning, we brought our breakfast with us to the door. So super excited. We shared our hotel room together. We were already having our game plan. We were like ready. We was like, oh, How many of you all get so excited when you know that you've done it your way all the time? Before I even decided to even go into the workshop, by the way, I did it on my own. I did it on my own for a full year. 1 year, my friend. And I went, and I was doing pretty good. I must give myself some type of credit, because I was getting interviews after interviews. I kid you not, I had to have done at least 100 plus interviews that year. Who can relate? And you've gone through so many job interviews. It's almost like Heartbreak Hotel for Ruth. I've been on so many job interviews, got to the point where I was on the short list and fully could not understand why I was not chosen, until I decided to invest in myself, to see what am I missing? What am I doing wrong? Is my resume not fully up to par? I got all this education, but yet I was still making 37K. What am I doing wrong? Who can say hashtag guilty, Ruth? You're speaking to me. You are talking to me right now. So fast forward, went through the doggone course, the program, the workshop, implemented what I've learned in those 10-hour days, taking so many notes. And back then it wasn't, technology was nowhere near on how it is with these savvy things. I think I had a flip phone back then. Who remember flip phones? Who remember the Nokias and the walkie-talkies? Yeah, and the sidekicks. Okay, I'm clearly telling my age, but that's all right. That is okay. Yes. Had a binder and was just taking all kinds of notes, recording. So I came back home and processed all that information that I put in. And do you all want to know, are you ready? And I promise I will move forward, and there is an ending to my story. I implemented what Danny Johnson taught me, and within 30 days, I came up with that number that you see at the second of my screen. I was able to promote me. How many of you are ready to promote yourself? Do you not believe that almost doubling my salary made a huge impact in my household? Almost what? Almost a $30,000 increase a year. And some of you all may be depressingly saying, I only got 50 cents, my last performance review, or $1. Well, today's the day when you just decide and say no and say yes. Begin to say yes. Yes, I will start writing my salary. Yes, I will create my own vision, my career path, my vision board as to how I'm going to unfold my next higher end position. Who is the next company that I'm going to be in partnership with? A business of one, a service provider to impact and help their organization do a full 180, whether it be in accounting, sales. Thank you, Tiffany, for sharing. You're going to be part of the sales team. Okay. You're part of sales. You're winning. We, believe it or not, we all are sales. We're selling ourselves. We'll talk about more on that. Is this helpful for you so far? Go ahead and put one inside the chat room. All right, let me go ahead. Just wanted to kind of let you know that you're not alone. I too have been where you've been. I'm where you want to go, if not surpassing me. Many of my clients as well, who are a part of our tribe in our community, have definitely been here, doubling their salary, tripling their salary. All right. Now you're probably wondering, well, how can I be able to do what you just did, Ruth, and not be able to, without creating even more work for myself? And how do I be able to do as many of my clients have without having, how much time will it take to getting more job interviews? And how do I avoid getting rejected from my targeted roles? We're going to go ahead and we're going to unfold this. So be ready and get ready, because I know you are, because otherwise you wouldn't be here. And most importantly, how to make this fun. You know, when I went through the 3-day workshop, it was fun. I was able to go from Florida to Houston, Texas. I'm sorry, it wasn't Houston, Texas. Was it? Or was it Dallas? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go into my memory bank because I wasn't sure which. It wasn't neither. It was a small city. All right, y'all gonna have to hold me on that one because I don't remember, but it was definitely in Texas for sure. That's where she resided at the time, her headquarters. And we had so much fun. So I'm going to teach you on how to be able to have so much fun and landing and booking and scheduling multiple job interviews and leveraging LinkedIn, fully optimizing your LinkedIn so that you can be able to network and grow and fully be in your zone, your genius zone, yes, of what you enjoy and what you do best. And most importantly, having that financial freedom, the flexibility of creating and making your own schedule. Believe it or not, many of clients and many to this day are creating their own schedule. Yes, you can do that. And here's how. So why now? You pretty much more than likely realize staying in your current role would not meet your family goals or your personal needs. Or perhaps more likely you're getting unrecognized at your job for all the work that you're doing. You feel like quitting. How many of y'all can attest in the chat room? Go ahead and put hashtag quitting. Yeah, but don't do that just yet. But don't have a career plan just yet. At least get your career plan developed and clear about what your next aim is before you go ahead and give them that notice. And why you? What makes you unique? What makes you different in terms of why you? You seem not to get why your resume keeps getting rejected. How many of y'all are not afraid to say how many times have your resume been getting rejected by applying to your ideal jobs? Oh gosh, don't say infinity. Stop, stop that. I saw infinity come through there. Okay, yes, it's definitely frustrating and rejected. So about 10, somewhere around the dozens. Okay, 5, you got 2 this week. Tiffany, okay. And you're gonna find out, you're gonna definitely know, at least prepare yourself so you can identify what are your loopholes, what's creating those rejections, okay? You are ready to advance your career to the path of 6 figures, if not more, for those who already are in the path of 6 figures or close to it or wanting to double it, like some of my clients have already. Like I told you, I almost doubled mine. So it got me closer, you know, to the 6-figure mark right now. Obviously it's past that, but to my point is, how do you advance it? Get ready, because you will learn and we'll unfold that in very shortly here. Create, number one, why you create a lifestyle that you'll be happy in. What does the environment look like for you today? Can you all, remember I mentioned earlier that you can sense that there's a shift, there's a change in our environment. Things are happening. People are buying out of the woozard, they're selling, they're being more vocal. You know, I don't even watch news that much, but I hear all about the news stories, the updates, you know, social media, the impact that it's having involved with individuals like high performers like yourself. So you want to be able to create a lifestyle, but how? Enjoy coming to work, to a job that truly excites you. Who is that? Where do you fall in where you're saying your environment is so toxic right now that you would dread to even say coming to work to a job that truly excites you is not what's happening today in your soap opera? Well, you get to decide that it stops today and it stops now, but have it to where you have clarity, you have a clear roadmap and a destination. A final destination is never going to be a final destination until we ascend and move to the other side of heaven. Yes. So, okay. So I'm glad you all are getting it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Josh, for sharing that. That means a lot as well. You know, that you want to be able to go to work and excite and be able to transform and impact those who are around you because you're truly in your sweet zone, your genius zone. Absolutely agreeable. All right. So this is what you all have been definitely waiting for on finding ways. Number one, the 4 secrets to getting job interviews. This all ties in, my friend, as to what we've been discussing as far as your key values to attracting or securing your ideal job. You are applying. I'm glad that you are. However, not attracting unlisted jobs because it's not clear as to who you are on your resume or on your online profile, as to who you help and how. We're going to talk about this in our 3-part framework. Like, who are you? Who do you help? And how are you impacting? We're going to talk about, we live in a swipe society. My peers, the recruiters, the talent acquisition business partners, they need to be able to immediately, within 3 seconds to at best 6 seconds, to know who you are, how, who do you help, and how do you do that? And how do you resolve their current problems by providing stellar solution? We're going to break that down very soon. And then the certain fire secret, filling your calendar with targeted job interviews. Go ahead and tell me in the chat room. And then, by the way, we're going to do this online while having so much fun. I get it. No, I know that having fun of looking for a job is not fun, but who knows marketing yourself? I think it's fun. Marketing myself online, being able to position myself as a top authority, being able to create and generate so much content to draw those companies or those ideal clients my way so that they can see me as a top authority in what I do and what I birth every day, because that is what I'm passionate about, that I am definitely birthing nothing but multiple ways of transforming lives and evolving and embodying the experience as well. It's not just a robotic or some mundane way of living. It's a lifestyle. How many of you all want to make this a lifestyle where you're focusing and targeting different job opportunities your way to where you're going to hop on a Zoom call like this and be able to make a decision on who you want to go ahead and seal the deal with on those job offers? Go ahead and say you're ready. Let me know. Give me a big yes in the chat room that I am ready. You are talking to me, Ruth. I'm ready to definitely get those job offers, but most importantly, targeting those job interviews. And then third, which we have one more after that, the truth is how you are the reason you're avoiding being visible and job searching on LinkedIn or online. LinkedIn is your gold mine. It has well over 740 million business professionals on their platform year to date. Let me know in the chat room that you give yourself a 5 saying that I am not active at all. Oh my gosh, look at how many 5. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys, oh my goodness. That is way too many 5s. And why am I getting like a high 5? Oh my gosh. So don't worry, we're going to stop that as well today, because your future self is probably screaming out of a microphone or an intercom, one of those intercom machines, and saying, you have to stop. Take heed of what your future, your highest version of yourself is telling you. Because who knows, 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 3 years from now, how do you vision yourself? How do you see yourself? We're going to talk about how to unfold some of the blockages, how to remove, some of the fog out of your cognitive, creative part of your brain, so you can unleash the power from within, that you are able to attract those job opportunities your way, those targeted job opportunities your way, those higher end position that once they see your profile, compensating you, rewarding you is not a problem. Oh, that's what you want? Great. 150K. Let's go ahead. Give us 24 hours. You'll be getting you have a verbal offer within the next 24 hours. I'm looking forward to providing you your written offer. Welcome. Thank you for joining our team. Who is next to hearing that? Let me know if you're serious and you're ready to hear that in the chat room. Say, I'm ready. I'm ready to hear those words as I pick up the phone and speaking to the recruiter or the hiring team, letting me know that congratulations, Ruth, or congratulations, Sarah. Congratulations, Tiffany, Jeff, Jessica. Yes, Reggie. We would like to extend an offer, a job offer to you. How would that make you feel? Your ideal job is calling you on the phone after applying all what we've talked about in this masterclass together, teaching you step-by-step, proven step-by-step strategies that has helped several dozens in our community today. All right. And finally, here's the la creme of the la creme, my friend. You must unleash your core values, but you just have been hitting just in the surface. When it comes to writing about you on your resume, on your profile, online, you almost sound vanilla and mundane. You pretty much replicated what the job description said. How are they even resonating with you? Do you not know that people connect with people? We're going to unfold this and you're going to understand how you're going to be able to kick this off the ballpark and removing the veil so you can unleash your core values. My core values are, you ready? Communication, integrity. Yes. How many of you all know communication is so valuable and it's being underutilized? It's not what you're communicating, it's how your communication, your delivery of what you're presenting to the other person or party who's listening in. Communication, again, integrity and passion. Those are my 3 core values. It resonates with me because that's how I proceed on my mission, on impacting hundreds of lives. In fact, that you are here because I'm on a mission and I believe that you will walk away wanting to partner with me and wanting to learn more on how to be able to break the veil, how to be able to attract and secure your ideal jobs. Once you understand these 4 key tips and values, secrets that we're gonna unleash, yes, within the next 15 minutes. So who's ready? Let me know you got this. I know you got this. Say, I know I got this. Say, let me know I got this in the chat room. Amazing. All right, I'm gonna hold you to it. So secret number 1, I'm gonna let you go ahead and pause for the cause. Your resume is not clear. The content, your resume content is not clear. Like I mentioned earlier, people connect with people. They wanna be able to be part of your world, your experience, your journey. How are you dialoguing within your resume? How are you mapping out what you've accomplished and what you've championed in such a way where it makes you stand out as a professional that you are, and in such a professionally written way that the language, so there's a love language as well when writing your resume. Because remember, even though you're trying to go ahead and beat the bot system, and we'll talk about that later on, but you're wanting to holistically align and be on a mission with the company's vision and also their core values and their mission as well. But your resume is not speaking that. Why? They don't even know who you are. You're not describing who are you? Who do you help? You know, and how can you resolve their current problems or situations? So let's start with your summary. As I mentioned before, you have a minimum of 3 seconds. If my peers even give you that much, they have to immediately go into your online presence on LinkedIn and look at your summary or look at your resume and be able to immediately, as I mentioned, those 3-part framework, who you are, what is it you do? How can you help, by the way? Oh, okay. And how can you resolve our problems? Oh, that's nice. Are you implementing this throughout your resume today? How are you doing so? What's the success rate? Can any of you all relate that you're not applying this step by step the way I'm addressing it? So you want to be able to make your summary speak in such like what's tangible, what they'll be able to receive, and what's not versus intangible. So again, you have my image on the left, the photo of, for example, a senior HR business partner saying, okay, let me go give you a scenario of the summary. I am a senior HR business provider, and I empower managers within technology industry. That's okay, right? Can you all resonate with that? Or would you rather be on the other picture, the opposite picture on the right, when I say, I am a senior HR business partner. I help mid-sized companies be able to train and empower their managers so that they can be able to reduce retention by 20% every quarter. I think you're absolutely right, Jeff. You would be with the girls on the right hand side. I'm with you, Tiffany. Yes, Jessica. All right. Yes, Sarah. I'm with you 100% as well. And by the way, you all see the difference. Where would you see yourself resonating more? If I'm not gonna want to offer. As a recruiter, if I was wearing my recruiter hat right now, I would say that's great that you're an HR business partner and then you empower the managers in your company. That's awesome. But I would like the fact that you not only just empower them, but you also help them be able to teach them on how to retain their employees, the staff, because it's expensive to onboard new hires, new employees, and regrettably lose them to your peers, the company's peers and then their competition out there in the job market. You would want to yield to part 2 in your summary on adding the tangible items, what they're walking away with, what they'll be able to take away with them. As, oh my gosh, I need to be able to now pick up my phone and get Tiffany or get Marie on the call right now so she can be able to know that I am available at these very hours. When is she available? So I can be more curious as to how she's doing what she's doing and how she can potentially be more than likely part of our team. Give me a yes. Give me a yes. Is this resonating with you? Is this resonating with you? Go ahead and give me a yes. Say, give me a big yes. Say, heck yes. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. I love it. Now, let's break down what I just shared with you in the prior screen and the images as to you may fall in more than one of these, right? Or one of these. Your niche, project manager, HR business partner, senior operations manager. So you want to be able to say, okay, intangible, you're able to create project plans. That's all great and all as a project manager. But what's more impactful and what's more credible and building trust right away, you're sharing what you've championed, what you've accomplished. You're accomplishing milestones by cutting timeline before the due date. So I'm able to walk away with my milestones that you deliver to me, whether it be creating, a full automated, digital system that's going to eliminate some of our manual processes and procedures. That's all great. But you're now telling me that I'm able to get some money back, save some money and time by cutting the timeline before the due date. How many of you all can say that you'll go with the more tangible problems versus the intangible problems when getting your ideal dream company to see that you are a true fit, because this is what you've done on the last column. The same for HRBP. It's great to hear that you are, you strategize, you partner with the business leaders, you're able to do that, but it's strategy. Or is it better to kind of lean and more yield to reducing, again, retention by providing stellar training 2 times a year? I'm going to go with that one, because now you're making me an employer of a choice, or an organization where I hire more people who are more appealing because they're seeing that we value our people. We're training and developing them. We're professionally growing from within by enlightening them and providing them expensive training 2 times a year. How many of y'all can tell me in the chat room that your current existing company don't even do that? Oh my gosh, stop it, Steven. You're saying that he only gets a manual. And if he gets a manual, that was the first time when he did that in orientation. probably was the HR policy handbook. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. Okay, no worries. Yes. Oh, that's what it was. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you hear my point? The tangible problems is what you want to carry away. You want your HR recruiters, the talent acquisition partners, the hiring team to be able to walk away with that in the back of their head. That's what's going to make you stand out. That's what's going to produce more transactions and getting you to book more job interviews on your calendar. The same for finally the senior operations manager, SOPs. Okay, great. You are familiar on creating SOPs. I'm guessing that's what you're saying. Or SOPs, you're familiar with reading them and knowing how they lay out. Or would you go with the more intangible problems, growing a productive team by creating scorecards and KPIs, which eventually drives the SOPs, right? I'm going to want to know more about how you do that, because leaders love numbers and we like to see it in a snapshot. And I want to be able to see how you're able to impact and be able to change and present the end goal or the end picture on a frequently basis by adding, give me a snapshot by doing a dashboard. Yes. That's good, right? Thank you. I was just reading in the chat room. Okay, yes, that's exactly what I'm explaining to you. They want to be able to earn your trust and your credibility right off the rip. How are you earning trust and credibility? By displaying that on your online CV or in your resume. How are you doing that? Can you say, can you give yourself a high five and say, I'm doing all of that? So that's okay. You're not having to give yourself a 5 for now, but that's all right. That's why you're here, to position yourself to do so. Now, your LinkedIn headline, we're going to go to that right now. And I want you, if you want to go ahead and pull up your phone and let's make some changes on there. Why not? Because I want to be able to unfold and unleash how you can immediately optimize your headline. The algorithm today in LinkedIn is so much user receptive than any other platform. Facebook, now known as Meta, you're in a position where you want to take advantage of the algorithm, doing polls, we'll talk about all of that. But for now, I want you to target these several examples as your headline and position that, use some of these, go ahead and take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of this, helping senior leaders in creating dashboard updates every 3 months, Senior Operations Manager Center of Excellence. This right here has more tangible problems that I can walk away with. You're building credibility right off the back. You're building trust right off the back, because you're letting me know that you have a routine, it's a frequency that I'm going to deliver, and I'm going to make sure you're getting updates from your dashboard, because again, your leaderships are looking and are thriving on seeing these type of results and outcomes from you. The second one, Agile and Scrum Master, helping HR technology clients exceed, I love that word, their milestones within 6 months. Let's say you were on a project, you were running it, they gave you 2 years of budget and time and full throttle out, but you was able to carve that out in 6 months. I had a client, she had a 3-year project and she was able to do it in a year. And she did not have none of that on her resume, and did not show that nowhere on her LinkedIn profile on how she's solving their problem like that. That's a big win, and that's a huge milestone of accomplishments. Who in here can definitely relate and say #guilty? That I'm not presenting these wins, these big wins. Give me a big yes that you're going to make this change. Thank you for sharing that you've already updated yours, Tiffany. What did you update yours to? To 1, 2, or 3? To 3, similar to 3. Okay, let me go ahead and explain 3. So for example, I help declining companies with no incentive programs for leaders to gain employer of choice by becoming employee focused. HR business partner, help retail reduce retention by 20%. I like that one too. Which one are you in the chat room? 1, 2, or 3. Which one did you yield to kind of make that be your brand of your headline inside of your LinkedIn profile? 2, 2, 2. Okay. All right, Lisa, I see you. Okay, number 2, 3, 3s, 2. Okay, those are running neck to neck to each other. But guess what? All these 3, excuse me, will definitely share valuable impact of showing credibility and trust, because that's what you want to do. You want to earn their trust and you want to earn their credibility. You want to walk away. They want to be, because why? You have 3 seconds to 6 seconds at best. We live in a swipe society. Yes? You got to be able to attract and grab their attention. If you got them for 6 seconds, then that's golden. More than likely, they're going to give you a call. They're going to send you an invite to doing, like I said, a Zoom call like this and getting to know more about your background. Are you all having fun? Yeah, so we finally finished secret number 1. Secret number 2, filling your calendar with targeted job interviews online while having more fun. Who know that job searching, like I was saying earlier, or even maybe say this question even better, marketing. How do you feel about marketing? How do you think marketing your skills, branding, profiling your professional background online to be such a sophisticated, sought after leader that it's a pea in a pot? You know you're gonna get calls. You're gonna draw the main eyeballs to your online presence. It's fun. I thank you, Tiffany. I'm not the only one. Joy, yes, of course, Corey. It is definitely fun. Marketing is the new, what color you want to call it? You know, yes, yes, and yes. I love it. I love it. Let's make it fun, and we'll talk about how we will make it fun in the next few slides here. All right, go ahead. I hope you have your notebook packed with so much notes and then ready to apply, and also have your device open, your laptop, your desktop, while you're viewing, because this is a masterclass. We're wanting to conduct and have you to implement, not just sit here and listen to me and see how dazzled I am right now, but no, I'm just talking. But you want to be able to apply what I'm saying, what I'm teaching you, because that's what I teach to my clients today. They spend a very high premium, but my friend, you're getting all of this right now, impact information for free in this webinar. So creative content on LinkedIn. LinkedIn algorithm is so open heart. It's so warming. It's so caring for you. You have so many ways on posting articles, having your, creating polls. How many of you all, are not utilizing the open for work little ribbon that goes around your headshot? And why? So you don't want them to know that you're looking and surfing. Do you not know that that's not going to be the reason? It's not going to eliminate you for doing that. There's ways of being able to still, show that you're open for work and not wanting your current job to know that. And that's okay. But you have opportunities to engage with your ideal companies your way, those clients your way, by creating being creative about your content. What is it that you solve today in your current role? If you're a financial analyst, if you're an audit manager, you want to be able to demonstrate key ways that they can help minimize the bottom line when it comes to saving on their budget, when it comes to avoiding having to get those penalties as an audit. Those fees are huge, right? Or in healthcare, you want OSHA to come through, and what type of values are you sharing in content to these companies? Because they want to hear from you. They spend, VPs and C-suites, they spend at least 58% of them are spending a bulk of their time on LinkedIn. And why aren't you? Stop holding the crutch. Loose the crutch under your arm and start running. Go ahead and just carve out 2 to 3 hours and create content and make it already be posted already for the rest of the 30 days. I challenge you to do that. Who's ready to do that challenge? And as far as your job search, that's what I promise you. When I go through these workshops and different programs with one-on-ones and teaching with my clients, I am almost in awe as to seeing the job search, how it's being set up, how it's being strategized, How is it even being put as a plan? Like, what is your targeted roles? How are you taking advantages of connecting with your relationship? When you come to LinkedIn, when it comes to LinkedIn, you do not want to be able to just jump on, doing connections and immediately wanting them to book you on a Zoom call. No. Go ahead and put hashtag guilty if that's you. You want them, as soon as you connect and they accept your connection, you start giving them a water hose of how you are the best. You've done this for 5 years and you've been able to close so many deals and sales. And they're like, hold up, this is our first date. I just literally met you and you're ready to just come through and just share with me all your bells and whistles. That is not attracting or appealing. That is not how you want to present yourself in building trust and building your credibility. They're immediately not going to want to know who you are, what is it that you do, and how you can help them. Relationships take time. You want to nurture those relationships. You want to immediately begin that rhythm of conversation flow. And we talk about it more in depth as how to be able to build those connections with those recruiters, those hiring team managers within that organization. Okay? All right, secret 3, how you are the reason you are avoiding being visible and job searching on LinkedIn or online. Go ahead and put both hands up and say, go ahead and just arrest me because I am fully guilty. Say you are fully guilty of knowing that you're avoiding of being visible. LinkedIn is your gold mine. As I mentioned earlier, there's over 740 million high achieving professionals on that platform, but you seem to not recognize that you have to increase your visibility. The algorithm is in your favor. You are the change maker. You are the miracle worker for that company. I do believe that you are. I believe you can start this at so much ease, at so much effort, and it's so much fun by up-leveling your LinkedIn. LinkedIn, oh my gosh, is definitely evolving. It's so much fun now to be able to create the content. Just determine who is your target audience, who is your targeted companies that you're looking to connect with. Go and post on their comments. Go ahead and reply to their post when they're having these live events. Be engaged, be involved. See who's out there. Connect with those LinkedIn groups. Increase and stop avoiding this. This is what's definitely putting you in a actual corner or in a pigeonhole and not growing in your career. So you want to be able to get to decide and say that, oh my gosh, Ruth, am I being in a position where I now see more clearly? I know my value, I know my worth, I know you know, and I truly believe that you too can unfold and unleash the power from within by attracting those jobs your way, those interviews your way, being able to elevate your confidence. Yes. How many of y'all can go ahead and say that you're ready to go ahead and go in and have a phenomenal relationship with the highest and best version of you today? The old self has passed away. You have now brought in new life and new creature to you today in the right now, in the present. And I want you to embark on that, embody that, and say that I'm ready and I'm excited and I am so zeal and I'm looking forward to rewarding myself, giving myself the grace, giving myself the opportunity to grow in such an exponential way that I'm beginning to see that I am more than enough. My skills and my values and my credibility is deemed to be trusted and will attract and is attracting my next ideal job. All you need is to have a growth mindset. You should also try to enter the interview with a cheerful attitude. This will also activate you to give your best throughout the job interviewing process. The interviewing process should be all conversational. It's as though you were talking to your best friend. How many of you all, when you go into these interviews, you seem to find yourself in a one-way street? Go ahead and put one in the chat room, if that's you. Yeah. It stops today, my friend. Now, final secret number 4, as we unfold, removing all of the clutter out of the mindset, you must now sit with yourself, maybe doing some self-care, meditation, whatever it takes to shut down the noise for at least 30 minutes to an hour. You must unleash your core values. What is it? I already shared it to you what mine were: communication, integrity, passion. And how does it align with you all? Because you all are the people that I'm impacting and changing and transforming lives. I'm huge on showing up. I'm huge on, it is my duty and honor to communicate and address in such integrity way and full of passion, because I too have been where you've been. I know what it's like to be put in the stagnant realm of not promoting myself. I know how it used to be like to doing all the works of variety of members within the team and not even being recognized or rewarded for it. How many of you all can relate? Is that you? It's okay, because it stops today. It stops today. The growth mindset says this, and I want you to go ahead and take a screenshot of this. I can learn any skill desired. I'm a work in progress that always changing. That's always changing. We're always evolving. You're always evolving. Your goal is to get closer and closer to the highest version of you. So where that you can do all things are possible. All things are made brand new every day. Every day you're being attracted to more ideal jobs. You're being connected with other peers and coworkers, ideal leaders your way, all day. The more I push myself, the more intelligent I become. The more intelligent I become. Like I was telling you earlier, go ahead and pick up the pen. You get to decide how you want to create this on your canvas. I can only fail when I give up. That job appears to be difficult, but I'm willing to apply for it. How many of y'all have not been able to take risks lately? But keep in mind, we take a risk every day by walking out through those doors. The job only appears difficult because you haven't yet to put the opportunity in place to where I'm going to learn, and I'm going to definitely utilize my resources and leverage them. Yes. And give myself the tenacity and the audacity to grow and learn and allow myself to apply for that job, regardless if I don't have the education, regardless if I lack the qualifications. It's all about people connecting with people, my friend. How are you positioning yourself? Your mindset, decluttering, unleashing the power from within is so inevitable, my friend. So here's what I want to leave with you with. The job interview is made in the mind before you ever speak to someone. How many of you all can say that holds 100% truth to you? Yes, Karen. Absolutely, Gigi. And I'm with you 100%. Your job interview starts in your mind. I actually helped her with her opportunity when she landed with the healthcare pharmaceutical business. And she was like, I'm going to start this job interview. I'm going to make sure I get it. You're speaking that to yourself already in the mind before you ever have that one-on-one or that panel interview within that hiring team. Reviewing your resume, again, is with the right mindset. Energy flows where energy goes. I believe Joe from one of the Secrets, the members of the Secrets, or Bob Proctor. I followed everybody from the Secrets. Lisa Nichols, I pretty much followed everybody. you know, because those principles that they were applying over a decade ago matters. I mean, probably more than that, but that's when I was exposed to it and I was tapped into it and introduced to it at the time. You want to make sure your energy comes into this job search plan, your career planning, however you want to describe it. You want to be able to remove any negative energy. Who believes? I believe, number one, anytime that you're on a job hunt or you're a job seeker, you're looking for that right opportunity, you want to make sure that you're in holistically aligned and you're in concert with how you present yourself, how you're positioning yourself as a top authority, how you're elevating your brand awareness by having the right mindset, by renewing of your mind, by rewiring and undoing what was taught to you that is not serving you, that is not building you up continuously as that top leader within your niche, within your organization, within your industry. Regardless, you make that decision right now by removing that energy, that force that is not of any value to you or any service to you at this moment. Okay? Say I'm ready. Say yes, yes, I am ready in the chat room. Yes, yes. Yes and yes. All right. I'm super happy that you all are ready. I am ready for you as well. Now, these are some action items that I want you to walk away. Go ahead and write this down or go ahead and take a screenshot on what are your growth mindset plans? What are ways that you're finding yourself growing? Do you not believe that in the culture of China, they have century written out goals, and you're having problems, perhaps more than likely, just doing 5-year goals or even a 1-year goal or a 90-day goal? They have it, and studies show this, that they do a 100-year goal plan, even after they more than likely have perhaps left this 3D reality that we're in. List out your daily affirmation to help your mindset. In order to reframe and release the old way of thinking and getting up, oh, I'm not good enough for this role. I don't have enough credentials. I'm going to constantly just keep getting rejected after rejected emails or phone calls, if that, or even better, or even worse, not even get anything back. It's just silence in your inbox, on your phone. You're constantly just trying to figure out, why am I not getting any responses? So you want to start with that. And then here's how you can do that, by what I just shared with you before. Now I want you to take a moment and take this brief survey. You don't have to put it in the chat room. How is your spiritual journey from the scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the greatest? How important is self-care to you? Do you even take time to even, maybe if it's a few minutes out of the day, 2 hours out of the day, if you want to do an increments, or just taking a full day out of the week, just taking care of you? How strong is your growth mindset? Or are you so complacent that you find yourself doing the same work every day, to the point that it's just so deteriorating? It's deteriorating you mentally, spiritually, physically, your whole chemically imbalance, your whole eco structure of your body, your being is like at a capacity where you more than likely might feel like you might have an ulcer. Or you might cause yourself so much torment and anxiety and depression. How positive are you about your resume? Is it really positioning yourself as a top authority? Does it really highlight who you are? What is it that you do, and how can you help by providing stellar solution? What is the stellar solution that you're able to provide? Go ahead and rate yourself. Keep that in your forefront. Walk away with that. Yes? Don't connect. You know what I mean? It doesn't connect with you if you're not being honest and being true to yourself. Yes? Renew your professional profile, online as well as your resume. Now, how many of you are willing and able to commit How many hours a week are you willing to go ahead and just say, you know what, Ruth, I'm on a mission. I'm excited. I have a purpose. I have a drive. I am at the beginning part of this bridge. I know that I'm going to leave these old baggages at the beginning part of this bridge as I continue to create my new journey. So what are you going to be focusing on? Do you focus on job interviews? How many hours a week do you focus on job interviews? How many hours a week are you, that's your main goal. And then underneath that, you're going to be saying, okay, I'm going to create content. I'm going to create a poll today. I'm going to write an article that's going to be so profound. It's going to have so many key takeaways on how they can hit their bottom line. If you're an accountant, or if you're an HR business partner, you're going to be able to provide a clear employee relations activities for your managers to be able to do. How do you reward them, incentivize them? You know, what trends are happening right now? What articles you could be able to even create a subscription and having your ideal potential coworkers and leaders follow you on your subscription. How many hours a week do you focus on job interviews moving forward? You're going to do 2 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. You're going to binge watch and just do it all on Saturday morning. Okay, I'm with you. Who else? Now's the time, my friend. You want to make a commitment and you want it to be crispy clear. And why not get some guidance and support on the way as well? So obviously you're here because you want to know how to renew your resume as well, how to secure your ideal job. I'm going to allow you to walk away with this as well. Go ahead and write these down. Update your work experience. Regardless if you're already in a job that you enjoy, you love and do, you always want to have a blanket, a security blanket. Your resume work experience section does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. So make sure it's perfect. Make sure it's smart and effective of what you're applying as far as what you've accomplished. What is it that you've done, achieved in such a way where it's creating a story. It's giving them an opportunity to pick up the phone or send you an email notification. Hey, I saw that and listen to your resume and I'm intrigued to learn more. Include action words. What have you been able to execute? What have you been able to spearhead or turn around within a short period of time? You know, action verbs convey what you're doing and how you're taking charge, being proactive and thinking critically. Proofread, oh my gosh. You will not be able to understand how often my peers, the recruiters, or the hiring team, when they see and they cringe. Microsoft Suite, they are a past when it comes to updating their suite, their applications. So why not take a couple of minutes and just go through and proofread. Proofread your resume is a simple task. It really is. That can make a significant difference and lose you a six-figure opportunity or a multiple six-figure opportunity. So you want to be able to utilize the word processing built in the spell checker. Grammarly, I have Grammarly. Use Grammarly. Have it spell check your information. Yes, absolutely. And it's free. Yes, Crystal, you're right. It's free. And it gives so much value in the free. You don't have to subscribe. You can if you want. You can if you want. All right, let's go ahead and do a recap. Let me know if you're still with me. Go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and sip on my drink. Yes and yes. Let's go ahead and give a recap. What you came in for me to teach you about and what you're walking away with. Yes? So I want you to be able to know that you are walking away with so much more than what you can possibly even imagine. Now you're able to see that you're applying what we talked about. You learned that you've been able to identify you're applying and attracting unlisted jobs because it's not clear on who you are, how you help, and who you're helping. They need to know who you are. They need to be able to build trust and credibility of you right away. You're asking them to double your salary, but you're not explaining who you are. What is it that you do? How can you help them? Who are you helping? And how you have been doing so. The certain fire secret, filling your calendar, targeting job interviews online, while having so much fun. Network, nurture, build those relationships. Network, connect, leverage your LinkedIn. Stop it. Today's the day that you want to be able to up level, elevate, and really continue to evolve going forward. There's nowhere but up from here. The truth is, you learn about the mindset, how you are the reason. You're avoiding being visible and job searching and on LinkedIn or online. You want to go ahead and put in the work. Put in the work mentally, physically, spiritually as well, all of that. But you also want to be in realigning yourself and change the rules a little bit on how you've been doing things, because obviously it's not working for you. So you want to change the rules and show up with delight, show up and just activate and unleash the power from within you to start having some fun, create content, create a poll, start connecting and building those relationships versus immediately asking for the prize at the end. I promise you, you'll see a whole different dynamic, a whole transformation by applying this. And then finally, yes, you must unleash your core values. I'm not going to say it over and over again, because now you know that you're no longer going to be you're not just going to be hitting the surface. You want to go ahead and hit the core, and knowing what your 3 core values are, removing the mindset blocking, removing the barrier, knowing that you are not going to self-sabotage any longer, because today's the last day. Yes. You're now in full awareness of what you're capable of, what you're knowing that you are well to do in a matter of time now, by getting the support and connecting as well. Because that's how I was able to do certain things. Now you're probably saying, well, Ruth, how am I going to be able to do this? You definitely don't want to be able to try and do this all on your own, because that's going to cause anxiety, overwhelmness, and again, maybe getting relapse and having to go back to rehab, because now you're thinking that you're underqualified, lack of education, don't have the amount of experience that they're asking for. Now you're caught up in overthinking loop, not focusing on job interviews. You want to avoid this, my friend. You want to remove this and continue to move forward and focus, right? So with that being said, are you committed to mastering job interviews? Go ahead and put in the chat room, master. Master. Yes, that's how I'm hearing it, Karen. I hear it really loud, like a big old bell, like a Catholic bell ringing in the hallways when I was growing up in private schools. Yes, become that master of job interviews. Yes, and yes. Make that decision today. Give yourself that grace. You have a pool of grace that you're not taking advantage of. Now is the time to do so. So my question for you is, are you ready to get some guidance? I told you I was going to come into the end, so I don't know why you're here, because obviously you know there's an investment. You're here because obviously I believe that you know that enough is enough. Today is the day that you get to decide that you no longer want to hold that crutch underneath your arm. You're going to release that crust today, right? That crutch. That crust too. It's crusty anyway. It probably has all kind of crusty deodorant marks. I use the spray aerosol one. Which one do you all use? Yeah, so you want to be able to get guidance. Today and now is the time, my friend. And I'm super excited that you stayed till the end, because this is where you want to be able to unfold, yes, by the Career Launchpad Toolkit. These are the values that was going to unleash everything that you just heard me share with you throughout the course of this program, this masterclass, excuse me. It's going to be all pretty much broken down step by step inside of this 6-week digital program, which, by the way, is a self-paced program. And for the first 10 people that get to sign up right now, right away, I've never done this before, everyone. Listen, everybody, you need to start doing that now, because the first 10 get to be part of my calendar with a free VIP session. If you go now and apply, you're going to be on a call with me, your career success strategist. And then we do have the plan where you can do a split pay. Again, you're going to get everything that we taught about today as far as getting a smart resume, how to increase your visibility, how to move yourself out the way so you can now be able to attract and secure and land those ideal jobs your way by leveraging LinkedIn, increasing your brand, your professional brand online. Your future self is waiting for you to promote yourself. It's time to promote yourself, my friend, by enrolling in the Career Launchpad Toolkit. You, in fact, can actually do this by binge watching in a whole weekend. And you have those, some of you may want to just take the time and go through the bite-sized impact transformation once a week by putting it aside 30 minutes a day, if you want, 30 minutes a week, because it's up to at least 5 hours of recording, live recording, step-by-step action plan with myself. And I'm super excited that you stayed because you're wanting to go ahead and disrupt your current reality. You want to be able to increase your worth and your value when it comes to your background, your credibility, your trust. You want to be, I believe you can do that. I believe you can create the path, grow in your career, be able to challenge yourself and expand and elevate right now by doing so. So I wanted to share with you on how this all started. You know, many of our clients took the leap and they believe in themselves, same as well as you are believing yourself as well. You know, I have Brittany Gillard, and you can take over, and she was able to, she was actually working 12 plus years, doing the same thing. She wanted more challenge. She wanted to be able to come out of being a staff accountant and be more of a specific niche run after audited manager. Yes. Same as Shawana, operations manager. Go ahead and take a screenshot. You'll be able to see. This is just actual results and outcomes of others who have been in similar programs. These are live premium clients. You're getting this, and it's all being laid out for you in a red carpet, step by step, on how to renew your resume, how to be able to elevate and increase your visibility online on LinkedIn, how to be able to remove yourself out the way so that you can be able to start attracting and landing and booking. That's the goal, booking more job interviews so you can get to your, ultimately, those job offers and getting to your next ideal job. There's some more other testimonials of others, clients who are still part of our tribe, still part of our community, and still striving. This can be you, my friend. Why can it not be you? Of course it can be you. Yes, I agree with you. Thanks so much for showing. Now, obviously you're waiting like, okay, how do we sign? All right. You all made it through, and I appreciate you all. You all have been hanging. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to trusting in me, trusting in you, and then ready to take action. So I'm ready for you to take action because, like I said, we only have, it's very limited. I only have 10 spots for our VIP because that's how all of them were able to connect with me. They all started with a connection by getting on a call with me, by doing a VIP call with me, by getting on an onboarding, by doing a strategy session call. But now you're able to get all of this premium, all inclusive, all included in a 6-week module with the Career Launchpad Toolkit. Are you ready to prepare and secure your next ideal job or your first ideal job? I'm excited for you as well. Really am. So this is for you if you are looking for massive results right away. You're committed. You can do this on your own with no distractions, watching me, going through step by step, peeling off the veil so you can know step by step and applying actions right away. Pausing, it's in bite size. You can go and apply actions right away. I'm actually walking you step by step on your resume, how to go from all the way from your professional summary all the way down to formatting, how to really execute and beat the bot system, how to stand out as a top authority in your field so that you can start attracting more job interviews and booking more job interviews online. Help you create a smart resume and get visible online. That's the end goal. This is for you if you're looking for that. You're needing help, then we don't need to stay any longer and hold you any longer. So I'm excited. I'm really looking forward for you to see you on the other side, seeing how you're going to be part of our community and growing. And I would love to see your wins. I would love to see your transformation. Number one, starting with your cognitive way of being and creativity by unlocking. Yes. Who's ready? I'm glad you're ready because I'm super excited that you are here because you now can go. Because like I told you, I'm opening my calendar. And normally I don't do this. I never done this. Actually, I'm opening my calendar now to the first 10 who sign up now. You would get a free VIP call with me, Coach Ruth Mack. Go to ruthmccracken.com/career launch pad. Oh my gosh, I'm already getting notifications. You guys are awesome. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. You're not waiting. Okay, listen, I only have 10 spots available and you do not want to miss this. Go now to ruthmccracken.com/career launch pad. I'm going to be booked. I'm going to be booked. It looks like for the upcoming, at the end of the month, I'm going to be booked. Okay. Was this wonderful to you all? Let me know in the chat room how wonderful and exciting this is, that you made a decision, you taking time to go ahead and invest in you. Go ahead and enroll. And is the link working? What are you saying? The link is definitely working because I'm getting notifications. But if you're not working, let us know. Let me know. It's working? Okay, good to know. Excellent. Well, we are at the end, ladies and gents. Thank you, high performers. Thank you for removing the veil. Thank you for trusting in me. Thank you for staying the course. Thank you for this journey. We're gonna rock this boat, rock the boat, rock the boat. Thanks for coming, and I'll be speaking to each and every one of you all very soon. Thank you all for trusting in me. I'm really excited to be part of this journey with you all and looking forward to working together eventually later down the line. But again, for those who are going to be part of that VIP call, you made that decision today. Thank you for giving yourself permission, giving yourself grace so you can start taking these action items to getting you moving that needle closer and closer to your ideal dream job. Bye for now, everyone. Take care, my friend.